All right, welcome back, guys, to Midnight Academy. This is going to be a fun one. A little backstory here. So I had a student of mine, a client and a student. They first contacted us to do some custom mix training with them. So they're in Canada. His name is Connor. He was awesome to work with. He's a great producer. He's producing stuff that sounds like it could be coming, right out of Nashville. And I was really impressed with what I was hearing. But he was struggling with his mixing, and so he asked me to help him, figure out how to get there. And I had a lot of fun. We worked over live stream over 4 hours where I took one of his tracks and mixed his track for him and was teaching him as I was going. And so that's one of the things that I do. But what he ended up doing next was going over to my song, Rebound, which I've shared on this channel a number of times, and deciding to purchase that course and get the stems and remix my song his own way. Using the knowledge that he's learned so far from all the mixing training that he's been doing out there, including what he learned from me. So it's been really cool. And what I wanted to do is just share with you guys his mix versus my mix and sort of let you guys decide whose is better. There are things that I really do like about his mix, and there are things that I still like about mine. There's also an email between him and I because he sent me a couple versions of it, and I gave him some advice, and then we went back over it again, so I'll kind of show you what that was. But first, let's just play a little bit of the final mix of the original track, which is my song Rebound, and I'll link that song below. And then also that we're going to play it like all the way through the course, and then I'll play Connor's mix through the course, and then we'll sort of break it down. I'll give my opinion, just how I'm feeling about it and what I would do different. And then I'll sort of open it up for you guys to give your opinions if you want to leave something on here. But this has been fun, and here we go. So first things first, we're just going to go ahead and play the original mix. But yeah, let's give it a spin.
I really wish it worked out, but then the sand between my toes wouldn't be here right now. Cooling off my tan feet, and not a cloud in the sky, just miles of beach. Went one way to the East Coast. Ever since that day you ravished my soul, I got rich quick off some crypto and built this bar in the sand, and I call it home. Yeah, I got a new life for the meantime. Got a new girl and a spot by the seaside. Yeah, it's all so fast and I'm holding nothing back. Whatever I can do to be rid of my past, I'm on the rebound. I might regret it later, but I'm fine right now. It's just a little rebound. Ain't nothing that some time can't sort out.
All right, and here's Connor's mix.
I really wish it worked out, but then the sand between my toes wouldn't be here right now. Cooling off my tan feet, and not a cloud in the sky, just miles of beach. Went one way to the East Coast. Ever since that day you ravished my soul, I got rich quick off some crypto and built this bar in the sand, and I call it home. Yeah, I got a new life for the meantime. Got a new girl and a spot by the seaside. Yeah, it's all so fast and I'm holding nothing back. Whatever I can do to be rid of my past, I'm on the rebound. I might regret it later, but I'm fine right now. It's just a little rebound. Ain't nothing that some time can't sort out. And you get.
All right, so that was really awesome. This is the first time that Connor was one of the first clients, and students of ours as well. I mean, for the Academy, because the Academy, this thing we're doing where we're hopping on YouTube and teaching, just the things that we've learned over the years. This is a new venture for us, and so it really does mean a lot if you guys will like and subscribe to this channel. It completely changes the trajectory of what we can do and who gets to hear more and learn from us, and we really love what we're doing. But I was really pleased to hear what Connor Connor did with this. I thought he did a fantastic job. We're gonna listen to the rest of it. He did an amazing job. Most of this could totally pass for a final mix. It's just a different take. The balance is different. I definitely leaned way more mid-range push in my mix. I was pushing the crap out of the guitars. I really, really wanted the mix to sort of revolve around the electric guitar in my mix, and so I sacrificed a little clarity in the bass for that. And maybe even in the drums, but I still feel like in both mixes you can sort of still hear everything pretty clearly. But let's take it part by part. Let's listen to my intro, and then we'll listen to his intro. Connors?
I really wish you.
So if it were me, the only thing I would do is bring the piano out just a little more. My piano might be too loud, you could even argue. You know what I mean? In my version of it, I kind of like where it's at. He definitely leaned really acoustic guitar driven for the intro. There's nothing wrong with that. It sounds great. I'd like to hear a little bit more of the piano. I do like how he brought the dobro out more than I had it here in the intro. Let's listen to my intro again. Yeah, I might have even muted it there in my mix. It's pretty cool. I like that.
I really wish it worked out.
It also could have been something he copied and pasted from another part in the song, so he was doing some arranging. It sounds like he did some rearranging in his mix, but for the most part, it's the same. Let's listen to verse 1. My mix.
I really wish it worked out. But then the sand between my toes wouldn't be here and now.
His verse.
I really wish it worked out. But then the sand between my toes wouldn't be here and now. Cooling off my tan feet. And not a cloud in the sky, just miles of beach. Went one way to the east coast.
My mix.
Cooling off my tan feet. And not a cloud in the sky, just miles of beach. Went one way to the east coast. Ever since that day you ravished my soul, I got rich quick off some crypto and built this bar in the sand, and I call it home. Yeah, I got a new life for the meantime. Got a new girl that is by the seaside. Yeah.
My mix, course.
Yeah, I got a new life for the meantime. Got a new girl that is by the seaside. Yeah.
So you can definitely hear what I'm talking about when I say that my version of it is more mid-range push. I am pushing the electric guitar and trying to get my vocals to sit inside that electric guitar rather than sound like it's on top. And he's more got my vocal on top of the mix for the majority of the mix, which that's just a different approach. There's nothing wrong with that. There's so many different ways to mix any song out there. And I really am interested in knowing, which one you guys like better. Do you think my mix is the more radio-friendly version, or do you think his mix is the more radio-friendly version? And if you guys have any advice for him or for me, please leave it in the comments. I'm always down to go give, this song another mix in the future.
Yeah.
Let's go to verse 2.
And you guessed it, I just can't sleep. I've been watching this damn van spin all week. It's been messing up my heartbeat. And I'm wondering if you're really already over me.
Connor's mix.
I can't sort out. And you guessed it, I just can't sleep. I've been watching this damn van spin all week. It's been messing up my heartbeat. And I'm wondering if you're
Really love the delay. He did a delay over here on the crypto line too. He chose some different delays than what I chose in mine, and that's one of the things that I really, really, really like about your mix, Connor. If you're watching, is the delays that you did. Some of them I was like, hey, that's a cool, that's a cool spot to put it. I have done so many mixes that I kind of know that there's all different kind of things I could do, and I eventually just mess with it and settle on something. But yeah, this was super cool to hear how he approached the delays and where he chose to do it. There was a bunch of times where the word that would get delayed was also itself was, you can hear like in the crypto line.
Rich, quick, awesome, crypto.
The line crypto obviously has like a filter on it, which however you did that, I don't know if that was on purpose or not, but it sounds great. I love that effect. I think it's awesome, man.
It's been messing up my heartbeat, and I'm wondering if you're really already over me.
Okay, now let's listen to this one.
It's been messing up my heartbeat, and I'm wondering if you're really already over me. I heard you got some new guy, and now he's the only thing that gets you that high. Is it really gonna end like this? I guess this time I screwed it up more than I ever did. Yeah, I got a new life for the meantime. Got a new girl in a spot by the seaside. Yeah, it's all so fast and I'm holding nothing back. Whatever I can do to be rid of my past, I'm on the rebound. I might regret it later, but I'm fine right now. It's just a little rebound. Ain't nothing that some time can't sort out.
Honestly, man, 85 to 90% of the way there. There was a spot in the very beginning of your song. It's not wrong at all. I know I told you, Connor, to turn the bass up, and you did from your original one that you sent me. We're gonna go over those notes now. But now that you've got the bass sounding really, really good, now what you might need to do is go automate some parts down. In the first verse, the bass sounded like it could come down just a little bit to blend in. Like if you could automate things, right? But that's the only thing I'm really hearing. Maybe I could argue that you could put a little more electric guitar in there. I like that idea. I love electric guitar. As you guys can tell from my mix, I'm literally pushing the electric guitar as loud as I possibly can, while keeping my vocal clear. And that was just a creative decision. It doesn't make it right or wrong. It's just what I wanted the song to sound like. I was really in love with those guitars. I wanted them to poke out and stand out, and drive the energy of the song. And I think I achieved that. But Connor's version definitely makes it feel, I don't know, it feels a little more organic, a less overproduced pop and more organic country rock. And I think it shows you the power of the mix. And I just wanted to share this with you guys today because I thought it was the coolest thing when I got an email from a student of mine saying, hey, I just mixed your song with the stems that I bought from you, and I want you to, see what I did and give me feedback on it. And so I did. The very first one he sent me, I'll show you guys the feedback that I left him, so that you can see. I copied this from the email that I sent him. I said, hey man, thanks for sending. This rocks. Love your take on it. You definitely went an alternative direction and changed the feel in a way that I like. I could be nitpicky. I am. And give you all sorts of spots to automate up or down in the instrumentation if you haven't already. But if I had a few things, and by the way, guys, this email that I'm reading to you right now, this was sent before the mix you're hearing now. So this was a draft mix that he did. This was a response to that. And then what you're hearing now is what he did after this email with the advice that I gave him. Anyways, and keep in mind, at this point, I've only heard it twice on my iPhone, twice on my monitors. My first immediate reaction is, and this is what I was hearing with his initial mix that he sent me, I said, I need to feel more kick, like 50 to 60 hertz, mainly in the chorus, and he achieved that. I need tighter, deeper, and also more present bass. He did that too. The only thing is that now in verse 1, the bass sounds like it needs to be automated down just a couple dB maybe in verse 1. It's just hitting a little hard. Maybe more compression too. 80 hertz to 100 hertz boost. Maybe more compression too. Maybe high pass the bass at 60 to 70 hertz to give the kick more room. Also, maybe do parallel bass crush and high pass 250 to 800 hertz. and distort the crap out of it with something and bring that distorted bass without the low frequencies in it up alongside the original bass until it sounds and feels good. I was trying to explain parallel compression in an email. I probably didn't do a very good job with that. That will get you the presence in the bass. If you feel like you're missing sub bass at this point, you can readjust the high bass or boost the sub frequencies in addition to the high pass so that you have more control. I also wanted to feel and hear more snare, and he achieved that as well. He brought that snare up to a perfect spot where it wasn't too quiet, but it's also not hitting too loud at any point in the song that really stuck out to me at all. The reverb on my vocal sounds like the pre-delay might be too short. I don't know if you worked on that, Connor. Some of the spots sound like they didn't have reverb on them at all, and I might bring the reverb up in the spots where the vocal sounds a little more dry. Definitely, good, like, overall, man. Like I said, and I told him, should be around 0.9 to 120, 0.90 to 120 milliseconds for the reverb pre-delay, and the reverb might be able to come down a tad in volume too. So I told him bring it down, and now I don't like it. See my problem? So, nobody's ever going to be able to mix a song for me and make me happy. No, I'm just kidding. I mean, but for real, I do think everybody should learn to mix themselves because, it depends. If you're an artist and that's what you want to do and you're learning to mix yourself, you're going to spend all your time doing that instead of writing songs. But if you have the knack for it and you think you can learn how to mix and it's going to take what you do further than you already are, absolutely. Anybody who's learning how to mix, like I said, if you guys want to hit me up and send me, I'll show you guys our studio real quick. This is right. I don't take sponsors, at least yet. This is our studio, Midnight Sound, in Anchorage, Alaska. This is an old picture from when we were in a different building. We had a great view. This is you can listen to some of the work we've done here, see some of the videos we shoot. We shoot tons of videos. Read more about our studio and see pictures of the whole shebang on the website. There's more pictures down at the bottom there, yeah. So, if you guys have any questions or if you guys want to check out this track, feel free to. I will leave the link to the video where we break down the mix as well, because we have a video on YouTube where we already taught, how this was mixed, and that's what Connor used to mix it himself. And it just makes me really happy that people are able to learn from this, and it definitely makes me want to do this more. And I was supposed to have videos out a long time ago, guys. I was supposed to have I already have 3 or 4 videos that are basically ready to roll. That the songs are already recorded, and I just need to do some, voiceover and some teaching on top of them and go through them, and then some that are even already recorded that I just need to edit. It's been a couple, busy few months for me in the studio. A lot of things breaking, fixing a lot of things. If any of you guys are studio owners, definitely feel free to shout that out in the comments. I'm curious to know how many other studio owners are watching this. Guys, anybody that wants to learn how to mix, or if you're a producer and you are just to a point where you're like, all right, I'm recording good, my songs are good, but I need somebody to mix my stuff and make it sound radio ready, and you're not finding that result online, definitely hit us up. We are hybrid mixing, so we use a combination of analog and digital, not just one or the other. And that's, in my belief, is that that's really what's going to get you the most radio quality result. But Connor, you did a great job. This was awesome. This was the first time, like I said, that I've gotten to hear somebody else mix one of my songs, and I hope it's not the last time. Thank you guys for checking this video out, and I'd love to hear what you guys think down in the comments. Over and out.